YouTube? It's your girl Za'Morian, and I'm back again with another video. Now, do you notice anything different? My hair! So, let me just start off by saying, I don't know if you guys remember my video when I did the sleek bun, and I mentioned in that video two things. If you get my if you get that video to 10 likes, then I will start a protective style series. So as promised, that video got to, I think 10 likes. I don't know how many likes now, but I know it surpassed 10 likes. So as promised, I'm going to be starting a protective style series. Now, this hairdo and this video will be a part of that series. Now, I just want to kind of explain. Ignore my broke nail. And also, I have recorded this video, and my intro to the video got deleted, and I didn't realize that until like a couple days later when I started editing. So this is not how the look actually looks. This is like a week old, so I just want to kind of mention that just in case you're looking at this and you're like, is that what she's gonna show me how to do? Because it's not. My hair is like a week old right now, but it's still holding up and it's still lasting. So I just want to kind of mention really quickly, as far as hair wise, what I used. I had about this much curly hair left over because, as you can see, my ends have like little curls at the bottom, and I also included blonde in my hair just to give it some type of spunk. I used I only got one pack of blonde hair. I forgot what the name was, but I'm gonna insert a picture here of all of the hair brands that I use. And as far as the hair that I actually used to wrap my faux locks with, that hair was like yaki, like Marley type of hair, you know. And I used, funny story, I bought 3, and I ran out and I had to go to the store and get a different brand. So I used 2 different brands, and I'm just gonna show you guys the one brand that I use. I might have a picture for the other brand, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna insert some pictures kind of here of the hair that I use. And yeah, so, and I have this much left over of the curly hair. I grabbed 2 packs of these. This is the Freetress, I don't know if this is Water Wave, but it's the Freetress hair, and it's curly, real curly, because I wanted this to kind of match my natural hair towards the end. So yeah, I don't make the intro super long, but if you're new to my channel, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not new, then you better like, and you better comment, and you better share. So without further ado, let's just get into the video, and let me show you guys how I slay these Faux Locs, or Faux Locs. I don't know how people say it. I say Fox or Faux, whatever comes to mind at the point. But yeah. So yeah, enough blubbering. Let's just get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with majority of my hair done, and I left out just these 2 sections just so I can show you guys 2 different methods that I use to do these faux locks. The first one was how I just go ahead and just left out some little curls just to give the look a little bit of spunk. So I'm going to be showing you guys that one method. And then the next one is just a simple, basic faux lock. Now, what I use to moisturize is the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strength and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. You already know, that's my fave. And then I use the Eco Styler, the coconut oil gel. Next, what I used was the Coconut Hibiscus Hold and Shine Moisture Mist. And for my baby hairs and just like my edges, I use the Carol's Daughter Black Vanilla Edge Control Smoother. This is my first time using this, FYI. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by taking the conditioner and moisturizing my entire section of the hair. Now, since this is a protective style, you want to make sure that your hair is very moisturized under all of this. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the Eco Styler and just put it more toward my root and the front of my hair. And just make sure you're really getting your ends with the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Leave-In Conditioner also. So what I'm going to start by doing first is going ahead and just splitting my hair into 3 sections. Now, if you don't know how to single braid, then you know what I mean? You can kind of just watch carefully. Maybe I can teach you in this video, but if not, search up videos that show you how to just single braid. Now, you're not going to braid all the way to the end of your hair. You're going to leave about 2 inches left because you're going to be adding in 2 pieces of the Freetress Water Wave, like crochet type hair. And what I did is I cut it in half, and then I took 2 of the pieces and crossed them. Then what I'm going to do is just go ahead and just add it into my hair. Now, let me show you again. You're going to take the hair, wrap it around, and add in the left and the right side of the Freetress hair to 2 parts of your actual real hair and just start braiding it in. Let's rewind. You're going to take that hair and add 1 part of it to your natural real hair, and then the other one to your natural real hair also. Now I'm kind of slowing it down so you can exactly see. As you can see, I'm still trying to actually grip the hair because it's not easy. And then once you get the hang of it, it'll be so much easier to just speed through it. And as you can see, I'm just adding it in there. Now, if you have hair out, like kind of sticking out, that's perfectly fine because you're going to be wrapping this anyway, so it won't really matter. Another thing I want to mention, being the fact that you only added the fake hair to 2 strands, you're going to have one of your strands, like of your natural hair, is going to be shorter than the rest. As you can see here, that strand is very short. So what you're going to do is split one of the fake strands of hair in half and then take one of those and add it to your natural hair. Now that makes all 3 legs of, like, you know what I mean, like all 3 sections of the braid even. Now that I've braided the hair, I've left a little bit, you know, it looks kind of raggedy, but that's fine because it's going to be wrapped up anyways. Nobody's going to see it. So don't trip about your braid not looking bomb. These are not box braids, so you're good, okay? Okay, so now we can begin the actual wrapping of the faux lock or fox lock, whatever you want to say. So go ahead and grab 3 pieces of the Marley hair and just put them all together as you see what I'm doing here. Then you're going to take about, what, 3 inches and place that part on your actual braid. And then you're going to go ahead and just start wrapping the hair around it. So you see how my hand is holding that little short piece of the hair and my braid, and then my other hand is going behind my head and pulling that hair around. Now, when you're doing your root, make sure that you're wrapping it not too tight, but you're wrapping the hair consistently so like the hair doesn't start to slip down and you don't see that braid that's up under that faux lock. Another thing is, make sure that you're having the hair flat. You see how the Marley hair is very, very flat as I'm wrapping? Make sure you're having it like that. Do not like clump it all up to where you cannot see that you have 3 pieces. As you can see from any angle that I'm showing you, you can see all 3 pieces of the hair. Make sure that you're spreading that hair out as you're wrapping. And do not be afraid to like wrap it around what you just wrapped again, if that sort of makes sense. And another thing is, like when I was doing my hair, I'm not gonna lie, during this process, 2 of my dreads started to slip because I was not taking my time. So that's another tip. Take your time. I personally think that you should dedicate a whole day to your hair. Legit. Dedicate the whole day. Because this is like a very, very long process. And like I mentioned earlier, make sure that you're wrapping it even thicker towards the end. And the reason why I say that is because you have to think about it. More towards your root, coming like halfway through that entire braid, it's thicker because that's your real hair. And once you get towards the end and you start to add that fake hair in there, it's thinner because your real hair is no longer within that braid, if that sort of makes sense. So like wherever the end of your hair stops from the end of the entire braid, that part is way thinner. So you want to make sure that you wrap it thicker. You see how I still have some left? So what I did was I took that little end piece and I just wrapped it as much as I could. Basically, yeah, you just want to keep wrapping it until you can't wrap it no more. And it looks like this. Then what you're going to go ahead and do is take 2 more pieces of that Marley hair and do the exact same thing as far as taking about 2 to 3 inches of the hair and putting that on the braid and putting that in your hand, as you see what I'm doing here. I'm struggling, but I'm doing it. And you're going to do the exact same thing. You're just going to wrap and wrap and wrap. Like I said, wrap the end of your hair a little thicker because like I mentioned earlier, that braid is thinner. Then go ahead and cut off the hair and just go ahead and wrap that as tight as you can too. And the reason why I say that is because it's a struggle once you get to the burning step. Now there's 2 ways. You can do what I'm doing now, is just wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. And I'm going to show you another way toward the end of it, and just basically it's tying the end of it into a knot. So I'm going to go ahead and take the lighter and just start burning the end of my hair. And the reason why I say braid way past your hair is because you're going to be burning the end and you don't want to burn your real hair. So yeah, just keep twisting, burning, and up until to where you can let go of that faux lock and it does not come undone. Also, you guys, please, 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 please be safe when you're doing this step. So now that I'm done burning the end, this is what it looks like. And as you see, it is not gonna come undone. Like, it's in there pretty, you know, good and everything. And I burned it very, very well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start on the next faux lock. Now, you guys already saw how I do a braid, so you guys don't really need to see that again. So I'm gonna go ahead and just speed it up a little bit so we're not here all day watching me braid a braid, okay? Okay. So as you can see, I kind of wanted to just show you guys this in normal speed, just in case earlier in the video you didn't quite see. Oh, I'm scratching my head. Just in case earlier you didn't quite see exactly how I added in the hair towards the end. So what I did was, like I said, I cut that Freatress hair into 2 pieces. And I'm just going to take 2 of those pieces and put them on top of each other like this. And I'm going to be adding that to the end of my real hair. Now, like I said, getting the hang of like where to grip your reel and how to add in the fake is not easy. So it took me multiple times to really get the, you know, grasp of it. But like I mentioned earlier, you're just going to take that hair, wrap it around the 2 end legs, and then wrap those in like you would normally braid. Once you get the grip of it, I'm telling you guys, it's better to watch what I'm doing than listening to what I'm saying, but I'm telling you, it's so much easier once you get the hang of it. Also, like I mentioned earlier, being the fact that you only had 2 legs of the fake hair and you put it on 2 legs of your real hair, that means that one of the legs is going to be shorter. So you're going to split that fake hair in half and add it to the shorter leg. And what I mean by leg, you guys, is basically when you're doing a braid, you have 3 sections. So I call each of those legs, just in case you didn't catch that earlier. So yeah. Okay, so being the fact that this was my first time doing this, I made a mistake and I didn't wrap my faux lock tight enough. And now I have this little, you know, puff right here. And I'm not finna take out this faux lock. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one of those little gold beads you see all over the gram. And I'm gonna place it on this puff. So what you're gonna do is just twist your little puff section of your faux lock very, very tightly. Twist it as much as you can, but don't, you know, pull your scalp or nothing like that. And take your little gold piece. Take your gold piece and place it on your faux lock. And bam, you know what I mean? It'll keep it to where that puff does not come back. Look, puff gone. Look at that. Oh, somebody give me an award because I did that. Yeah, so just whenever you see puffs, just go ahead, twist, place a bead. Twist, place a bead. Okay, now I ain't seen this hack nowhere on YouTube, so yeah. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be showing you guys 2 different methods how to do my faux locks. Now, my second method, I started the exact same way I did the other faux lock that I did. So I'm not going to show you guys the entire, you know, part of me starting this faux lock because it's exactly the same as I did it earlier. Okay, so depending on where you want your curly piece to hang out of your faux lock depends on how high or how low you do this step. But I'm going to be doing this step about, you know, a couple inches from my root. So you're going to take a full piece of that Freatress hair, put one section that's going to be hanging out in your mouth. So the piece that I have in my mouth is going to be the one that's hanging out. Then you're going to take all that hair, including the other half of the Freatress hair, and wrap it around your faux lock. So let's kind of rewind so I can show you guys again this step. Okay, so here it is again. You're going to take a full piece of the Freatress hair, the part that's going to be hanging out, put that part in your mouth, and the other section, add that with the Marley hair, and just start wrapping around your faux lock. The reason why I put the Freatress hair in my mouth is because it tends to get caught up, and you end up, you know, wrapping it by accident, and you don't notice it until later. So like I said, there are 2 different methods how to end your faux lock, and this second method is going to be how I just tie it in a knot and burn it like that. So as you can see, I have just a little loop right here, and I'm going to take that and pull the end of the Marley hair through that loop and pull it tight. The loop was made out of the rest of the Freatress curly hair. So as you can see, that's my little knot there. And you can cut off that the rest of the Marley hair if you want, or leave it on, however you like. And then go ahead and just start burning that little knot at the end of your hair. Another thing is when you're cutting that curly hair, like the Freatress hair, cut it in diagonal so your ends don't look super, super blunt. And you can even add some cute little accessories, you guys. That's what makes the look poppin'. So I'm going to go ahead and add in these little you know, seashell ring type things in my hair. Okay, so now we're going to do the most important part, which is doing your baby hairs. I'm going to be using this Carol's Daughter Black Vanilla Smoother. And I'm going to just use like a generous amount. Stretch like about this much throughout both sides of your baby hairs. And if you do your sideburns too, then stretch that. Don't put too much because you don't want it to like build up and turn white. I hate that. So like I mentioned in the past video, I lost my toothbrush, so I'm going to be using a comb to do my baby hairs with. And I've been using a comb lately and it's been working pretty good. But what I like to do is wet the comb just a little bit and then put a little bit of that water from the comb on my baby hairs and do like a swooping motion. You guys, the baby hairs is key. So make sure you slay them and get them popping and all that good stuff. Okay, you guys, I am finally done. I enjoyed filming this so much. Like, I enjoyed editing it, filming it, sharing this with you guys, everything. So this is the look, and I really, really hope you guys like it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something from it. Tell me if I did a good job, because I will be making more videos. Because as I said, this is going to be my protective style series. So this is video 1. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Like, why you do that? Crying, you wanna be great, but sleeping until the next day. Why you do that? Don't got that much in the bank. We go out, she order the steak. Why you do that?